If you have been struggling with your PTE speaking score, if you have practiced again and again, tried many tips and tricks, but still you have failed to improve your PTE speaking score, then today's video is just for you. In this video, I will explain to you 10 reasons why your PTE score is low. If you take care of these 10 points, these 10 things, then I can guarantee that in just 1 week, you will see a huge improvement in your PTE speaking score. These things, these are not difficult to take care of. It is just that too many people ignore the basics and take random shortcuts. So I will share with you these 10 things today. These are fundamental that you should take care of. And if you do that, no one can stop an improvement in your PTE speaking score. All right, if you are ready, then let's begin. The first thing, the biggest reason why people get a low score in PTE speaking is that they ignore the content. You should not ignore the content. You might have heard people saying that it doesn't matter what you say as long as you speak fast. They will tell you that in any described image, you can just begin with statements like, in front of me is a beautiful image. No. If you do this, you will continue getting low scores. You have to understand, you have to make sure that the core content is present in your speaking response. If the image is a graph about population, but you say something about pollution or you miss the important facts and figures in the graph, then you will not get a high score in that question. Sure, you can use some templates here and there. You can use general statements like this is a great image or this is a complex image. But still, your response, it should always cover the key content. So content is most important. Don't ignore that. Those who ignore content, they always get a low score in PTE speaking. The second reason why people get a low score in PTE speaking is because they do not listen properly. They are not confident in their ability when they listen. For example, when they are listening a lecture or when they are listening a repeat sentence question, they just try to memorize words. They do not try to understand. They do not listen to understand. So if you are listening just to remember words, and then you think that based upon the words that you have memorized or written down, you will be able to give a good response, then no. That is not going to happen. If you want to give a good response, you should try to understand. Sure, wherever it makes sense, take notes. Memorize certain things, but your focus should always be, your aim should always be that you have to listen to understand. What is the main theme? What is the main word? What is the central idea of the audio that you have listened to? Because when you do that, then even if you don't remember everything, based upon that understanding of what is most important, you will be able to give a good response. The third reason why people get a low score in speaking is that they do not take care of their tone. Intonation. A lot of videos you will find, they will tell you that you have to take care of your intonation. But most people don't learn how to do it correctly. They just randomly raise their tone here and there, wherever they feel right. You have to learn how to take care of intonation properly. When to raise your tone and when to lower your tone. And you also have to do it in a way that it is natural, right? In one of my next videos, I will just talk on intonation. But till then, what you can read some tutorial online. Search on Google and you will come across some tutorial on an English website which will give you the basic guidelines to follow for good intonation. The next, why your PTE speaking score might be low is people don't understand what fluency is actually all about. Fluency is not just speaking at a fast speed. If by speaking at a fast speed, you are going to miss important points, if you are going to mispronounce some words, then that is not good. And also, if you are speaking at a fast speed, but you are not coming across natural, if you are not speaking with clarity, then that fast speed will only bring down your score. So you have to spend some time trying to understand what is the right level, what is the right pace at which I should speak. Okay? Because everyone sounds fluent at a different pace. It's not that only people who speak very fast, they are fluent. Even somebody who speaks at a moderate speed can sound very fluent, as long as you don't make too many mistakes. As long as you are confident and you pronounce correctly, that is the speed that you should stick to. So understand what fluency means for you. Record yourself, take a sentence, a long sentence, first speak it very fast, then speak it at a low speed, record, and then play it and try to see for yourself which is the best for you. So work on your fluency. Don't just randomly go ahead and try to rush through like a train. People who do that, most likely, they end up with a low score. Next reason for low score is poor accuracy. So accuracy of what you speak the words, that is very important. And this goes hand in hand with fluency. If you are speaking very fast, but instead of pollution, you have said population, because you know you were in a hurry to give your answer, then that will not serve the purpose, that will not bring up the score, rather it will bring down your score. So accuracy is very important. Each and every word that comes out of your mouth should be accurate. You have to maintain a balance, and that will come with practice. Not too fast and not too slow, and also you have to sound natural. And you have to speak as accurately as you can. The next reason why people end up with a low score, they just don't give complete answers. They hear from somewhere. You might also have heard things like this, that you can only speak the first sentence in read aloud, or just read one point in describe image, okay, or something like that. And they stick to that. A lot of times they end up with a low score. Always, and I repeat, always, you have to give a complete answer, and a complete answer in an academic format. So when you are giving described image response, you have to make sure that you record it. You structure it in a proper manner with an introduction, then some points, then a conclusion. You have to try to cover all the key information. If it is a read aloud question, try to speak all the sentences in it. If it is a repeat sentence, try to repeat all the words in it. If it is a describe image, then capture all the main points in the image. That is a complete answer. So don't go for shortcuts. You will only end up losing your marks. PTE, Pearson, they publish a scoring guideline. And according to that, the scoring begins with the accuracy and the completeness of your content. So if you just speak just half, then right away you will not get more than half marks. So make sure that you give complete answer to the best of your ability. The next reason for low score is thinking too much. For example, if it is a describe image question, they will now go to the extreme. Now they want to get each and every key point out of their image. They want to make sure that the response is intelligent. If it is an answer short question, then they stop to think between two possible answers that they can give. Or they worry about whether I should use an article or I should not use an article. In speaking section, as I said earlier, content, yes, it is most important. The accuracy is most important, but still, this is an example of your speaking ability. It is not a test of your critical thinking. So if it's a describe image question, as long as you have captured the main 2-3 points, it should be okay. So if it is an answer short question, if you add an article where it should be, then that's good. But if you miss it, then that's also fine. So don't think too much, because when you think too much, you will waste time. You will increase the risk that you will end up making some mistake. Or you will hesitate every now and then, and then you will not come out as very fluent. So don't think too much. Whatever thinking you have to do it before exam. In the exam, you should be confident and then just deliver a very good response, all right? The next reason why people get a low score is that they don't pay attention to the structure. This is a test of your academic English. And in the academic English, the most important thing, the most important point is the structure, right? The introduction sentence, the conclusion sentence, the key points, how you join the key points. That is very important. I'm not saying that remember a template. I'm saying prepare a structure, okay? Know the structure in which you have to put your response beforehand, before you go to the exam. And when you are in the exam, you should not doubt yourself. You should not think how I'm going to structure, and you should not speak randomly. Sometimes, people who are not prepared, they go into the exam, they will look at an image, they get nervous, and then start randomly, they will start speaking some points here and there without any introduction, without any conclusion. You don't want to do that. Know the structure beforehand. The next point, a lot of people, they get a low score because of this. This brings down their pronunciation. This brings down their fluency. What is this mistake? They try to mimic a native speaker. You should be natural. Have a good pronunciation, a proper pronunciation that people can understand, then that is good enough. You don't have to sound like a natural speaker. When you try to mimic, then all your energy, all your concentration goes into mimicking the speaker. But when you are natural, then you are confident. Then you are able to concentrate on the content and on the pronunciation. You speak with authority, and that is what actually brings up your score. So stop making this mistake. Stop mimicking the speaker or stop mimicking the native speakers. The last reason why score is low for so many people. They don't practice the right way. They have gone through 1,000 read aloud questions, hundreds of read aloud questions, but without any proper planning, without focusing, without reviewing the responses. So that is the wrong way to practice. And in speaking, especially, it is important that depending upon your current level, a week, a few weeks, or a month before the exam, you should try to immerse yourself in an English-speaking environment. If you don't have that, if you are not living in an English-speaking country, then every day for 30 minutes, or for 15 minutes, or for an hour, pick some podcast, some academic podcast, or some video, some lectures from YouTube, and then close your eyes. When you listen to it, try to repeat after it. And when you are listening, don't take notes. You just have to close your eyes and you have to listen. In your mind, try to create a picture, all right? Try to create a word, a scene based upon what you are listening. So do that. Once you have done that, then keeping your eyes closed, try to repeat, try to summarize what you have listened. So practice the right way and immerse yourself in an exercise like this every day. Those were the 10 things due to which people get a low score in PTE speaking. With a little effort, you can avoid all these mistakes. They are easy to take care of. Stop making these 10 and I can guarantee you 100% you will see a big improvement in your PTE speaking score, and that too very quickly. Thank you very much, and I will see you in my next video. Till then, take care. Goodbye.